here and how they're all related. And so let's take a look at this problem, and here's what we know. The first couple types of problems we're going to see is we're going to be given either the perimeter and the area, one of those, and one of the dimensions. We have to find the missing dimension that it's given us. So it's the perimeter of the rectangular painting is 352 centimeters. The width of the painting is 82. What is the length? So let's think about this. Well, we know how to find the perimeter of a rectangle. It's 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. Now, if you want to use some algebraic manipulation, you can certainly do that. Or you could just go ahead and plug them in. Well, we know that the perimeter was 352. We know the width of the painting was 82. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug that in there. So obviously L is the one missing. So let's go ahead and solve it. We have 352 equals 2 times L, plus 164. So if I subtract 164 from both sides, I come up with, let's see here, minus 164, that's an 8. 4 makes that 188. Okay, divided by 2. Because we have 2 lengths on this perimeter that we counted, and so that would be, 94 is the length. Let's make sure that we get a good label on it. So it's 94 centimeters. Now in this next problem that we're going to look at, we're not given the perimeter, but we're given the area. So think about it. Pause this video. You know what the formula for the area of a rectangle is. If you don't, go to Google, look it up, and see what you can come up with. Alright guys, when we're taking a look at this here, you can see that we have the area of a rectangle, A equals length times width, or base times height, whatever you want to use. I'm using length times width because that's the two labels they're using. Plug my numbers in, and in order to get L by itself, I need to divide both sides by 76. So L equals 99. So over here, our answer, 99 what? 99 yards is our final answer for that. Alright? Now let's take a look at another type of problem here. And what this one is you're given either the perimeter or the area, and you're given some information about the dimensions, and you have to find the one that you're not given. So in this case, we're given the perimeter, and we have to find the area. So if we know the perimeter is 72, 72 equals twice times the length times the, twice times the length plus the width. And what we can do here is use the information that it's given us. It says the length of the rectangle is 5 times the width. So let's think about this. The length is 5 times. Let me just pick a number for the width. And if the length is 5 times of it, that means that this one has to be 10. So that's going to help us here, like it has in the past. If this one is x, this one has to be 5x. Alright, so it's 72 equals 2 times 5x plus 2 times x. Alright? So when we're just going ahead and solving it, we have 72 equals 10x plus 2x. 72 equals 12x. And x equals 6. Now, let's think about this. We were only given one number, but we have two dimensions. Is 6 the length, or is it the width? Which one is it? Well, it says x, and so which one is just the x? Well, it has to be the width. So the width equals 6, but what would the length equal? Well, that would have to equal 30, right? Because 5x is the length, so if x is 6, then the length has to be 30. So let's find the area now. It's length times width, or 30 times 6, 180 yards squared. Alright? So that's how we can come up with that. Take a look at this one. This time we're given the area, okay, but still employ that same strategy. So we're given the area, and we're trying to find the perimeter. Okay, pause this video and see if you can figure it out. Alright, let's take a look at what we have here. So I have the area, okay. I know it's 400. I kind of plug some numbers in to see what would happen. It says the length is 4 times its width. So if the width is 4, the length has to be 16. So if that's x, that's just 4 times x, right? Now when we plug those in, I've got the length here, and I've got the width. Okay, I multiply them together. Remember, x times x is x squared. Okay, same basis, so we're going to add the exponents. We divide by 4, and we use the square root symbol to get rid of the exponent of a 2. Now, whenever you square root a number when you're solving, this doesn't apply when you just square root a random number, but when you're trying to solve an equation, you always use the plus or minus sign. Now, not always do they both work. Here's what I mean. If we're talking about a rectangle, which one doesn't make sense? Does the 10 or the negative 10? Well, the negative 10 does not make sense. We can't have a length measurement be a negative number. So, x is 10. So if I'm trying to find the perimeter here, I know x is 10, so the length has to be 40. Alright, so the width was 10, the length is 40, and I can go ahead and figure this out. 2